Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS-Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. We are continuing to meet candidates, and in this edition of WJTS-Inform, we're going to meet Larry Kleeman. Larry is running for the office of State Representative, District 74. That is for the State House. Larry, welcome to the show.
Hi, Bill. Thanks. Glad to be here.
We're glad to have you here. Now, first of all, let's find out, who is Larry Kleeman?
I'm from Tell City, and I'm a native of Tell City, resident of Southern Indiana all my life. My dad was a small business person in Tell City, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. I just recently retired from Lincoln Hills Development Corporation in December of 2015.
Okay. Now, you've really never run for political office. What made you decide to run for State Representative District 74?
Well, my career at Lincoln Hills Development Corporation, where I worked, I was the executive director for 35 years, involved working with the community on a variety of projects and needs in the community. And I'm very familiar with local, state, and federal government. And I also have previous service on the Tell City Troy Township School Board for 11 years, including serving as president of the Tell City Troy Township School Board. And I just wanted to continue my community service. I've done that my whole career and life, and I just want to see if I can help move Indiana forward. One of the primary things that prompted me to run for state representative, my wife and I, Sharon, have 5 children and 10 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. And I'm very interested in education, and that is probably the primary reason I decided to run, especially for state representative, because Indiana, the General Assembly, is responsible for the state budget, and that funds education throughout the state.
Now, we talk about State Representative District 74, and it's kind of convoluted. What is your area? Who will be voting for District 74?
Okay, the area includes all of Perry County, all of Crawford County, parts of Spencer County, including the St. Meinrad, Santa Claus, Dale area, parts of DuBois County, including Holland, Huntingburg, Ferdinand, Birdseye, St. Anthony, Schnellville area, and then parts of Orange County, including French Lick and West Baden, the Patoka Lake area, and southeastern Orange County.
Okay, so it's a pretty big area.
It is a pretty big area, yes.
And you mentioned education, and you may want to expound on that more, but what are issues, concerns that you have with what's happening in the State House, and how would you address some of those, either now or in the future?
I've long thought there's far too much testing that goes on, and last year the General Assembly repealed, if you will, the I-STEP, so-called I-STEP test, and they still haven't figured out how they're going to replace it, so that will be an issue that will be coming up in the new General Assembly. And I support Glenda Ritz and her efforts, the state public school superintendent. I believe the I-STEP test needs to be dramatically changed as far as less testing and more time on task in the classroom for the teachers. So that's one thing. I also support the state providing textbooks, free textbooks for all students. Currently, textbooks are provided for certain income-eligible students, but I would like to see the so-called textbook tax eliminated, where the textbooks are provided by the state for all students. So those are a couple of issues that I'm interested in.
Okay. Now, what are strengths that Larry Kleeman would bring to the House?
My experience on the school board, my nearly 40 years of work at Lincoln Hills Development Corporation. As I mentioned earlier, I've dealt with local officials, county officials, state officials, federal officials, so I'm familiar with how government operates, and I think those strengths, as well as the time. I'm now retired. I'm not working part-time or full-time anywhere else, so I can devote my full energy and time toward trying to represent the people in Southern Indiana. And I've been out and meeting with people and trying to assess the needs in the area, and I want to continue doing that.
It's a pretty big area to cover, to go out and try and do door to door, but you're able to do some of that.
I've done quite a bit of that, actually, and met a lot of great people. Actually met a relative I didn't know was a relative in Spencer County, and turns out I have fairly deep roots in Spencer County, as well as I knew I had deep roots in Perry County.
Okay, now I'm going to let you talk right to the folks. Tell them why they should vote for Larry Kleeman for State Representative District 74.
I'm running for this office to serve the people in the district, and as I mentioned, I want to continue meeting with people and listening to the issues and the needs out in the district, and I'm asking for your vote, and I want to serve as your representative. I don't want to be a representative. Thank you, and I would appreciate your vote.
All right, Larry Kleeman, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, Bill.
We have been talking with Larry Kleeman. He is running for the State House for State Representative District 74. We have enjoyed you coming in, and we thank you for watching WJTS. We're local people watching local people.